How we doing, folks? Well, not a lot's happened. Weather and issues with my car again. It's the way it is. Anyway, I hope you're smiling and I hope you're happy. Even I try to put a brave face on the days when things don't happen the way you'd like them to. But as you can see, I'll put a picture up. I managed to get the last of the framework in for the roof. Massively happy that I'd achieved that. The last bit was a little sketchier than I was anticipating, and I will put my hands up and go, it unsettled me. And I came down from there and I was sort of shaking, and yeah, it unnerved me, but it's not going to stop me. And yeah, then my disco, the problems with that, having water issues, and eventually, the radiator gave out. So yes, we got a new radiator in. I put a new top hose in as well. The other one was looking a little bit, and I thought preventative. Got it back, run it around locally because of the best way to, because it's a pressured system. Run it a bit, let it settle, top it up. Run it a bit, let it settle, and the air does eventually bleed itself out. And I've been doing that for 2 or 3 days. Just little journeys, some was that and the other. And then I've had a week of office work, dealing with all legal matters regarding my mum, and God bless your mum, and matters of my own. Things like, I'm getting towards the age where I can draw a pension, not a UK pension, but private pensions. And not that I had anything to write home about, but hey, it's mine, so we'll look at getting it. Lots of phone calls, lots of chasing. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but when you get into systems like that, press this for this, press this for that, press this for this, press this for that, then you get into the long way of music that you really don't like. Eventually you get to speak to somebody and they say, oh no, wrong number, so you have to go through it again. And I was excessively stressed out. My head was spinning, I was having to deal with stuff I didn't really want to deal with, etc. So I thought I'd treat myself, take me and the girls off to the beach, and yeah, treat myself again. The disco's doing good. We use the disco as opposed to the car. Be a little bit frivolous because the car would have been cheaper. Anyway, that didn't go according to plan because I was about 3 or 4 miles short of the beach, and the new top hose had decided to split. So we then had to work a very long, arduous process of limping it home. Drive a bit, stop, top it up, drive a bit, stop, top it up. Fortunately, I can kind of get my head round doing things like that. So yeah, I got home, rushed around, let's try and get it resolved. So we've got that resolved for now, touch wood. But due to the rain, yes, not a lot's happened. Due to having to deal with excessive, as I will call it, office work, not really done a huge amount. And then you get little moments where, as much as we hate technology, it's a good little reminder sometimes, because on my phone, Google searches things, and again, and every now and then it comes up with memories of photographs, and I saw one, it come up, and so I just had a look, and this one come up. If I can capture it, I'll put it up. And it was a picture of the little one, and I'd had her 6 to 8 months, and where she was traumatised because obviously being rehomed, and the reasons why she was being rehomed, she was in a very loved home, but there was 2 little dogs that would sort of terrorise her a bit, and so she is an anxious dog. So this picture was 6 to 8 months, and she still wasn't putting weight on. I struggled, and there were times where she was so confused I could have thrown the towel in on her. but you don't, because deep down I knew she loved me. You know, I was her source of food, and you know, and she did have a trust in me, but she was just anxious. So, and I say now, not that she is fat, but I'd call her a little fatty. And anyway, apart from that, let's get on. I'm trying. I was going to cut trees, but I'm going to try and get some tin on the what I call the blue roof. So I've got the tin for that, and it's proving to be a little bit, as per normal, challenging. Let's see how challenging it could be. Having to run the Jenny to boost my battery bank, because obviously my solar system that I have, the solar array, isn't large enough for the capacity of the batteries, which is part and parcel why I'm building this. And yeah, I think I've got an idea of how I'm going to do this. I will say think. Not going to be easy, but let's see what we can do. First of all, let's turn generator off. Well, the plan is, with these are 3 metre sheets. And we've got to get them up here. So we'll stack a couple up. I think I've worked out how we're going to do it, and I will say I'm not massively looking forward to it. Come on, I'll do one at a time here. Here we go. And yeah, it would be easier, a lot easier, if I had a pair of hands. So I've got this pair of hands. So we've got 1, 2, 3 for that side. Let's see if I can get set up for the other side a little bit. Downside, if I set these up, I need to kind of get them up and get them fixed. Because if we get a windy moment between now and me getting them up there, I'll just blow and then I'll get buckled up. I'll just do that for now. Let's see what we can do up there. Now that we've got that one very loosely in position, we'll try and get it straight, because the first one's important to be straight, and we're going to get up there and try and fix it. I'll show you how I'm holding that in place. This is actually being held in place at the moment by a very Heath Robinson affair called 2 bits of wood. And very fortunately, doing that, trying to sort of shim it, I've got it so that the top up there is pretty much bang on central. Now we've got to try and fix it. Having got this as square as I possibly can, we've got to start going. Drilling a pilot hole. The reason being is, yeah, I'm using proper roofing bolts, as you can see, and they're self-drilling, but the thickness of this beam, the Dexian beam, is a little bit too much for a screw. So just slightly narrower than the bolt. I'm going to drill, fix just one bolt, then I can climb up to the top, make sure we've got it square, and drill, fix the whole panel back down. Look at those two beautiful little faces. They're so trusting. That's why I've got the dogs. Because they do. They look up to you, they trust you, and yeah, they love you. They are my world, as you already know. I'm just having a tea break. I've got so far with the roof. I'm going to be cracking on in a minute. But with all the trials and tribulations I have had of late, yes, it knocks me down. I think it knocks anybody down. I mean, I'm speaking from personal experience, but also from experiences from other people, and trying to make sense of it in my own head. I live in an alternative way that has its own set of challenges. People think that living this way, it's an easy life. Yeah, you do what you want when you want. Well, you can, yes, do what you want when you want, as such. But I've got this mission to future-proof this place and get this place so that life is easier for me. Yes, it's harder now. Then I have what I call the office work challenges, and probably not the easiest of persons to get on with, because I'm on a mission and I want to get this achieved. And you'll see that I will. It's called determination. I've many ups and downs. Many ups and downs. An awful lot of downs in this last 12 months. I'm not saying it's different for anybody else that hasn't lost their parents. But it's a subject that many people, in that stereotypical way, it's kind of taboo. Men don't talk about stuff like that, big strong men and whatnot, It's not always like that. And oh yeah, we suffer in silence and that. And no, we should talk about it. People should talk about it, and you should be able to talk to those that you trust. I think that's where the trust element, that's why I'm talking about trust, not with the girls, and trust with my friends, those that I truly trust, those I truly care about. And one in particular, and I'm fortunate enough, I'm going to be seeing her next week. And that's a technical department, because I have to leave here and go down to my mum's domain, and I still have a lot of things to sort out there, so I can't do it remotely. So I'm having to go down and sort that out. So again, not a lot happening here. The frustration. It happens. It happens to us all. Be a normal, stereotypical life, off-grid life, van life. Everybody has them. And a lot of YouTube videos, it's all about the good times, and yet they sell it as the bad times. If life was that bad, why do you still do it? I have bad days. I have sometimes bad weeks and struggling with motivation. But having the love and care of people close to me is so important, and it means so much. So treasure those around you. They may not always meet quite how you'd like to see them, or the requirements that you have in your head. But you know a true friend when you see a true friend. And those that, yes, are there. I mean, I messaged Rachel because my car had gone belly up. And immediately she responded, "Do you need me to come? Can I help?" I mean, I was way too far away from her, and no, I mean, bless her. There was no help could be given. I just had to resolve the problem, and it was kind of a me job. It wasn't for anybody else. and I managed to do it. I got over it. I got back. Stubborn independence, maybe. Knowledge gained over the years, probably. And, you know, we strive to carry on. So, yeah, this video is short this week because not a lot of anything's happened. You don't want to sit and have me videoing me going through paperwork, endless reams of paperwork, endless phone calls, endless amounts of time on the internet, researching this, doing this, filling out form, you know. So my alternative life has been put on the back burner. It has to be, so that I can deal with events north of my gate. And I know that the future is going to be better. I know that I will achieve all of this, and I know my life will become easier. I have to believe in it. It's called hope, and it's also called bringing your dream to life. So that's my little message. Let's see if we can get a bit more done, and we'll see how far we get, because there's a lot to be done. And that is how I'm getting this roofing done. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you for this week. Yes, I was a short one, and in that respect, and you've not really seen much, but I've explained I've not really done much, but it's just more to keep you in the loop, because I really do appreciate all of you that, if I've missed a couple of weeks, you start to send me messages like asking if I'm okay. I'm always okay. Well, I'd like to think I'm always okay. Sometimes not so much, but that's life. And this, I'll say, I'm going to crack on with this, and I really want to concentrate as opposed to trying to concentrate on filming and doing this, because I've got a tricky bit to do at the end. So, yeah, I need to just be me doing this. So, but from me to you guys, I really do appreciate you watching. I really do love those comments, and if you go through the comments, you see that I always respond to them. I really do enjoy them. It kind of makes my evening. So, but that is it for this week. Let's see what happens next week. If there isn't one next week because I'm not here that much, please forgive me, but there'll be one the following week, and hopefully you'll have seen I've completed the roof, and hopefully a few other bits as well. From me to you, thank you. Take care. See you next week.